Hey guys, Tanna here with another FFBE War of the Visions video. Are you guys still alive? I know the grind is real, and today I'm gonna be dropping some hot tips for you guys. Okay, so if you guys already know these things that I'm about to talk about, then I'm proud of you for doing your homework. But you know, this is more for newer players who just wanna sit back and watch some YouTube videos and chill over lunch or dinner, you know, whatever, instead of reading wall of text, aka research. Because for some reason Netflix and chill is not really an option. But again, I digress. So let's begin with the video with the first tip. How good are the free units? Okay, before I can talk about the free units, let's go to the units. Okay, the first unit I'm gonna talk about is the first free unit you get in the game. Drum rolls. It's Monto. Okay, Monto is a great starter tank, so don't sleep on him and think that he's shit because he's that free main character that is useless, you know? It's not always the case. So in this case, thankfully, War of the Visions gave us a free solid character to start the game with. So you can probably use him for months. Unless you have Engelbert, I don't even have him, which is the best tank in the game. Then maybe work on him instead. Okay guys, don't judge at my team because I didn't really spend much time over the weekends. I was kind of busy, but I promise I'm gonna get back into the game and, you know, grind as hard as most of you are. You know, like rank 22. Making videos, but rank 22 guys. Hey, anyway, stop. Okay, wait. Okay, Mon is great, so, you know, try to work all your units to get them to at least, you know, 5 each. Okay, next comes the next free unit, which is Y'shtola. Okay, as for Y'shtola, I feel that there's a lot of different opinions on her. Some say that she's amazing, some say that she's horrible. Personally, after using her for a while in JP, when the game first launched, you know, when everyone do not know what's going on, you know, I'm just playing and then I'm just figuring things out. So personally, I'm leaning towards the her being not worth it. Okay, so let me explain. I mean, she can be decent, but even after she's fully maxed out and everything, it's really just decent, because like it or not, you have to compare them with the stronger units, especially units like Medina. Okay, so if you're gonna put in so much limited resources into a unit, you want that unit to make you feel like it's worth those materials. Am I right? Honestly, the only thing I see is you can max out pretty easily with the current event going, since you can get her shards in so many places. Like almost everywhere you can actually get her shards. So gather all those shards and you can slowly awaken her and level her to 99. Done. But seriously, if you have better units, preferably the URs, then I would advise using those resources on them instead. But for some reason you really don't have any good units to invest in, then go ahead and make the best out of the situation and use her. And this is only good 99 that you're gonna have. Okay, next. It's a free unit I wouldn't mind investing in, which is Gerion. Okay, he's not in the game as of yet, but soon enough he will be, probably in 1.5 months if we are following Japan schedule. Generally, free units are usually pretty bad, but Gerion from the Final Fantasy Tactics panel and event is pretty good for MR. Okay, this is what we're gonna call it, MR. Okay, I still don't understand why they don't call it SSR, but okay. And he's a free unit, though obviously they're not as good as Orlando or Ramza, that good, but still SSR good. Okay, MR good. Since like the current event, they will actually let you farm for Gerion's shards very readily and easily accessible. At least that's how it was when I was playing in Japan. You can definitely fully limit break him easily. Okay, done. So he's gonna be decently strong, okay, for MR. Okay, and then finally, not a free unit, but I want to briefly talk about Gilgamesh. Okay, he feels a little bit like a debated newbie trap. So Gilgamesh is kind of strange as his summon rates are like half of the other units. Like, why? So it's probably like a Gumi trap. Okay, the shards are also 2 times more expensive, but in my opinion, it's not really that worth it in that sense, unless you can whale for him or have the absolute patience to build him up. Personally, I feel like he's more like a whale's toy or a whale showcase than anything else. He can be really strong, but I feel like the developers purposely make him a lot harder to get because of how strong he can get at the later stage, and I'm talking about many months. So for free-to-play players like us, by the time he's that good, a new power creep would have probably eaten him alive or something, you know. Yeah, I'd rather use Medina instead, because, you know, you can control-ish, you know, when if you reroll. But if you choose not to reroll, you know, make do with whatever you have. They're probably a better decision than, you know, trying to invest in Gilgamesh. Okay, since you can see the results immediately and she's still relevant later in the game, you can farm her shards twice a day. Okay, that's for Medina. The rest of the units, same thing. Okay, moving on with vision cards. Okay, let's just pick a random card. Okay, so for example, this card, Fun Time. Fun Time. He has a party ability of attack plus 7%. 10%. Firstly, just in case you don't know, party abilities don't stack. They just take the highest card value and use that. So for example, if you have a Ifrit Vision card and also a Vow of Love, both of which I don't have, I can't really show you now. But anyway, just for the sake of example, both give you attack percent up, but only Ifrit Vision card, or for some reason your Vow of Love is higher level, you know, maybe you level them up, then only the highest attack percentage will be used. Okay, next thing about party ability is decide which cards you want to use. Okay, generally you want to have party abilities like attack up, slash up for sword users, or pierce up for spear users, and crit rate for your physical attackers. And for your mage friends, you want to include party abilities like magic up, okay, this one right here, match up, and reduce casting time, which is this one right here. You know, if you have the UR version, they usually have a high percentage. And finally, you definitely want to include HP up cards as it benefits the whole team. And of course, if there's a feed up card in the future, do take that one too. In my opinion, the safest choice to invest in is the head card, which is Vow of Love. I don't have it in global yet, but I use it in Japan. You probably get it someday and hopefully soon, because it's only SSR or rather MR in this game and not a UR ultra rare card. So what it does is it actually generates aggro, and it's obviously the best place on your tank, which is most likely Mont, like I'm also using him. This will allow Mont to attract the enemies more often than if he don't have that card. And very importantly, the party ability gives 10% attack up to 30%. I don't have the example to show you, but this is 7%, so the Vow of Love actually give you 10% instead. So I would actually prioritize this over the Ifrit card actually, because and individually it benefits Mon, as it also gives slash attack +5 as well. Okay, next up I want to talk about Brave and Faith. Okay, I'm gonna keep this really short as I believe there's a lot of guides out there talking about this already, but this is a really important topic, so I just want to remind you guys about this. In short, Brave helps you with basically everything physical, and Faith helps you out with everything magical. Okay, so it affects your damage, counter abilities, and status effects. There's only two ways that I know to raise both of them. First one is through the guild barracks. Okay, let me just bring you guys over there. Head over to my fancy guild right here. Okay, one is right here at the barracks. But for now, you can only raise Brave there, but also decreases Faith, which is indicated right here. Got per hour, Bravery, and Faith. And then the second one is through battles. Just keep in mind that 25%, or rather 1 out of 4 increase or decrease will carry over after the battles. And you will lose 2 points in Brave whenever your character remains dead or crystallized after a battle. So one extra tip is, as far as I'm aware, Tanna is the only unit right now in global that can raise Faith via cheer. At level 1, her cheer only raised 2 Faith, so if you have Tanna, try to level up her cheer to 11 and put her in your light friend slot over here in companion settings. Okay, so if you have Tanna, please put her here, okay, so that your friends like myself can actually use it. I don't have Tanna. Sadly, I don't have her yet, though it's kind of tempting to try and pull for her, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't actually know if I want to try it for her or not. Okay, so tip number 4. You can actually farm for free right here in the multi. Okay, multiplayer is the way to go when you need a certain job materials. It's basically buffet for materials. So if you're hosting, it costs half stamina. So example, let's do some hosting. You create room. So when you create room, you can set password, put level requirements, things like that. And very importantly, if you're gonna farm the lower level, please do so. Allow auto battle, okay, so people wouldn't die trying to manual a level 1 dungeon. Okay, so when you're done, create the room. And I'm gonna be trolling these people, but okay, so it's gonna cost you only 6 energy. I better disband before they come in. And if you're leeching, yo, it's free. It's definitely more troublesome, but again, it's free. You might have trouble getting into like this, you know, room is full because, you know, you're too slow, guys. So this is what we are gonna be experiencing all the time. Okay, I got in, but okay. Okay, might as well just let me do one, okay? And I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, fine. My game crashed. I don't know why the game keep crashing on multiplayer, but oh well, I guess it's an emulator thing, or I don't know, maybe it's a game thing. I'm not really sure, but multiplayer is free. Please do so. It's definitely gonna be troublesome, but again, you know, it's free. Basically, you can literally play 24/7 if you really want to, but guys, please don't. I know how hardcore some players are, and you know, that's how you actually burn out and quit in a week or 2. I don't know how long it takes for you to burn out and quit, but if if that's how you enjoy your game, of course, feel free to do so. I understand you kind of used to do that in some gacha games too. I'm guilty of that. Okay, tip number 5. Chocobos are your friend. Specifically, the Chocobo Expedition. Pretty straightforward, but a friendly reminder is to collect your Chocobo Expedition. Not only are they cute and cuddly, but they give you tons of free stuff too. You can collect leveling materials for your espers here, and also equipment related stuff too if you want, but I advise to get esper leveling materials instead. Just keep clearing whenever you can, and they can level your units too. Win-win. If you're lazy like myself, you can choose Summoner's Frontier. Basically, it gives you all the different types of Magicite you can actually achieve. Or if you want to raise specific Digimon, if you want to raise specific espers, you can go ahead and click on whichever that you want, and this is the one right here for your equipment. I don't know, there's actually an equipment dungeon, so should do that instead. For Magicite, which is the ones that you need to raise your Esper, this is the only place that you can get, I think. So as you can see, I actually unlocked those 2 slots. The first slot will cost you 500 Visuals, and then the second one will cost you 1000 Visuals. It's not 500 each. So I thought it was actually locked by VIP or something in Japan, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this one is locked by the Royal rank. Unlocks at Royal rank 10. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this one you have, you can unlock them. I personally think it's worth it, you know, it's just like 1005. It's like not even one pool. You can, you know, level extra up your characters, you know. And then next, tip number 6, shop till you drop. Let's head over to the shop. Okay, in the beginning, actually even later in the game, you need a ton of gil to do stuff. Get stuff from the shop because they do sell pretty good stuff for progression. So buy as much as those blue orbs in the beginning. You need a lot of them. For example, Mon, I bought him. So where's the blue orbs? Okay, they don't have it. Okay, so this is the one I'm talking right here. Right now it's a bit pricey, but you can actually grind, but it costs you energy, so you can decide if you really want this, but highly recommend that you get this. Okay, so basically you know that gills are really important. They just sell you a lot of stuff with really expensive gil, but this is definitely worth it. So you can actually see, you know, what you really need. A lot of things are pretty rare drops, so you can decide if you want, like for example, you want this, so you just come buy it. It's like super rare for all these memories to drop, so I'm just gonna keep this up. But actually I don't need this. Well, okay, then all this costs lapis, I mean visuals, and then rainbow orbs. Okay, remove vision spear. Okay, this one right here, I think I actually missed out a few days. I don't know how many days is this launch. It feels like a week, but okay, fine. I think it's like maybe 2 or 3 days only. Don't really need this now, so okay, what is this? It's only paid gems, but wow, look at that. This is really valuable. Yeah, it's really valuable. 60 gems for this. I wouldn't get it if I actually, you know, spend some money, but guys, free to play. Okay, so the thing about these blue orbs is right now you just need a lot of them, but later in the game, which happened to me, you don't actually need this anymore, and you have like excess of blue orbs and you don't know what to do with them. Just keep them. Okay, you can raise your future units anyway. So in the beginning, you really need a lot of this. Okay, and also buy the Monshard as mentioned, not the other dude, you know, I forgot what his name is, kind of insignificant. So even if you're using Engelbert, I don't see why you want to skip out on Monshard. I mean, it's only like 50,000 gil, and you can probably max him out much sooner than Engelbert anyways. Finally, buy all the job materials if you need them. So for example, if you need this, you can get this, you know. They do drop, but you know, this is not like super expensive. You can actually afford this. This is what I usually do. Don't go crazy and buy everything, you know, like all this, I don't know, random stuff that you don't need. Only buy stuff that you need or you know that you will need. So for example, I usually buy all the job related stuff, the blue ones especially. The green ones, not so much. You don't really need that much of it. And probably stock up if you don't have, you know, just stock up enough so that you can keep leveling and, you know, not get stopped on your progression. Okay, and next one, there's actually no place to go, but visuals are yours for the taking. Okay, the gems are pretty generous in this game so far, and at least they were in Japan, because that's also because the summon rates are pretty bad like most gachas are. Okay, I got pretty lucky in Japan, but that doesn't mean that I will not get shafted here in global, so exercise some caution when pulling. I got shafted in the past 2 gacha games, so kind of feels bad, man. So as usual, save up on those precious gems for something you really like and whack hard on that. That's what I did for Orlando actually, and probably most JP players back then, and also probably for global players right now in 1.5 months time. Okay, if we follow the JP schedule, yeah, it's about 1.5 month time. So the first banner we're gonna get is actually Frederica, you know, again, if we follow the JP schedule. Kind of annoying to keep referring back to JP, but you know, that's how we are. We just kind of keep referring to what's already done and true kind of thing. I actually skipped on Frederica banner back then because everyone was like, oh, we gotta wait for Orlando banner, it's gonna be next, it's gonna be next. And 1.5 months later, then he finally released, and it's kind of a bummer that I didn't pull on Frederica. She's actually pretty good in PvP. And also in the same banner comes Shadow Lynx, which you may have seen in the story, the Shinobi chick. Okay, she's waifu materials, which is a really good MR ninja with high mobility as well. More importantly, they are both waifus, so 10 upon 10 on those banners. I'll decide if I'm gonna pull when their banner actually drops. So since you need dupes to actually limit break and level them further, I bought a lot of Orlando shards when his banner was up. Okay, personally, I would suggest saving as much as you can for Orlando as possible. Okay, he was the best unit I ever pulled, but I kind of stopped playing shortly after. Anyway, I saw this Reddit post that says that you need 50,000 to 60,000 just to be safe. Okay, so preferably, you know, just keep that in mind, 50,000 to 60,000 for Orlando. I only have like 12,000 right now. I actually didn't claim a lot of stuff. So you can actually get visuals for many parts of the game, from stories, events. Wait, let me go to stories. Okay, stories, you can get here, events like the one we're having now. Okay, so for example, first clear of every stage usually give you at least like 50 lapis or something. I mean 50 visual gems. Okay, I still can't clear this yet because my team is like super weak. I should really be working hard on my team this week. And finally, right here, okay wait, actually also dailies. And then in the, you see all these tabs, they give you a lot of visuals. And then this one, they give you a lot of materials. Okay, so be sure to do your story. You see, there's like so many resources that they give you. I think they're enough to actually awaken every unit to LB3 or something. I can't remember actually. And then this one gives you experience, so I don't touch on this unless I really need to grind hard on the day. So right now I'm still like working on the video, so I actually don't really have time to do so. Hopefully after this video, you know, when I wake up, then I can finally start grinding for real. So extra tip, multiplayer or co-op also give you 200 visuals for the first 50 people you play with. So that's a total of 10,000 rupees. Wait, 10,000 visuals. Okay, keep saying the wrong stuff. Why I think because I'm really tired. Okay, so tip number 8, use the free sword Excalibur. Okay, Mon is one of the units that can actually use it right away, and the other I believe is Gilgamesh. And of course a lot of other units can too, but sadly not everyone can use this. The sword is already capped, so you can simply level it and it will last you quite a while until you get a better weapon and raise to that level. As mentioned in a previous video, you can actually level up your gear to +5. Okay, not this one, this is like a special weapon, but it requires a ton of dupes, a total of 63 to be exact, and that means you need 63 recipe and materials required to craft all of them. Okay, tip number 9, the tickets are unleashed. Okay, use these tickets. Alright, I'm just gonna use it right now. Hopefully I get Fina or something. For me, I advise pulling whenever you can, as the more dupes you get, the faster you can limit break your UR characters. The later you pull... Oh, it reformed. Did it reform? Oh no, it didn't. The later you pull, the more characters are introduced, and it depends if you actually wanna get... Oh, I got his name is O. Okay, if you wanna wait for those characters, you can do so, but personally, I'm just gonna use them whenever I can and try to get Medina or whoever that I'm using in my team to max them as soon as possible. While we are at it, might as well just do one more MR plus guaranteed summon. Okay, it's a silver book, fine. Fully reforms. Hey, it's a card. Come on, reform! Oh yeah, they give you one summon and one card. Nope, no reform. Oh, it's a dupe. Okay, but this is good for range units. I don't really use range units, so... And this is actually really good because they give you a lot of resources. There's like 90% of resource and 10% of shards if you care about shards. So if you don't care about the units, Ishtola or Tancred, then 90% you will get something useful. 20 times Guild Snapper, thank you very much. XP Cubes, 20. Adamantite, 20. Look at all these resources. It's gonna help you, you know. Hopefully you get enough guild to buy stuff in the shop, okay? And then next up on the tips is number 10. Ultimate moves. Only UR units and Monto, right here Mr. Monto, have ultimate moves. Okay, so if you head over to the ability board, you can actually see they have their ultimate moves actually listed here. You can actually enhance them via the pots. So I actually have not farmed much of the pots, which I should, since they are limited 3 times a day. Ultimate moves are really strong, and these usually set the MR and UR apart. Just a heads up, UR and only Mon, MC the only MR that actually has the ultimate move. move. And tip number 11, click on the lapis and you can see your royal rank here. Okay, it will bring you to your royal rank screen. Okay, VIP progression as a free-to-play player is just as it is. Very slow and very steadily. Basically, just clear your dailies and slowly work towards the next VIP rank. Okay, so these are the rank. Okay, so there's a total of 12 royal ranks and it's definitely gonna take you like forever. I don't know how many years to actually get there. But one thing I want to highlight is at royal rank number 8, then you can get a 2x speed function. We're probably already not playing this game by the time you unlock this function, unless you can spend some money in this. But yeah, for free-to-play player, I highly advise to do your dailies to get this. You'll get 10 points a day, so it's gonna take a really long time. So the meme is not much, but its honest work applies here. Okay, exactly. Okay, tip number 12, as I mentioned earlier, Vow of Love. Okay, aka the head cut, it generates aggro. Use it on your tank. That's all for tip number 12. Okay, for tip number 13, you can close the ads. Okay, I feel bad for actually sharing this, but I just happened to stumble upon this and just not want to share this for reasons. But there you have it. It worked for me for video summon and also the energy refill. I run out of them, so I can't show you right now in this video. Oh, I have. Okay, so a video ad will play. So it may or may not work for everyone. You see, I close it. Oh, nice. I actually just stopped playing. Oh, success. Energy has been refilled. Oh, shit. My energy is refilled. Why is my energy refilled? Okay, be right back. I'm gonna clear this right fast. Okay, finally done clearing the energy. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, you get what I mean. The video summon and also energy refill, you can actually try closing it. And if it works, great for you. If it doesn't, oh well, you gotta put through that 15-30 seconds of ads. Okay, it's no big deal. And finally, guys, the last tip that I got for you today, which is don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you learned something today. This and the previous video definitely took a while to make, so I appreciate it if you do. Obviously, there's a lot more to talk about, but I feel like this is enough for today. It's like I'm rambling on like a bit too long. Don't want to make a 1-hour video or something and then put you guys to sleep. It's actually almost 9 AM right now over here, but I decided I want to get this out ASAP today before I head to bed since I haven't uploaded anything the past 2 days. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and comment below what other tips you would like to share with me or the others in the comments section below. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. And I mean good night to me after my I don't know how many hours of editing, and good day to you.